There are two methods that you can use to actually connect your backing fabric with your product. You can either use a 505 spray, just a temporary spray, before you do your stitch in the ditch, or you can use some safety pins to kind of place in between each of them to keep them together so that everything's still staying in the same place once you do your stitching in the ditch. The next step is actually working out what type of backing you want. You can do a back binding. As I mentioned before, you need to leave 1.5 inches on each side of your backings and your product to actually give you enough fabric, or if you're just doing a plain backing, you cut to the exact same size as your product. When I'm doing my quilts, I like to use the 505, and we want to put it on our product kind of like a book. So you want to do half the product with spray base, then you move to the other side. So that actually prevents your hills and valleys within the backing of your fabric. So if you decide you don't want to use your 505 adhesive spray, you can actually pin each of your blocks. So I usually just choose the middle of the block, and that keeps it all steady. And you can repeat that all the way through the quilt if you'd like. And that actually helps you when you're cutting your actual product. So then you can cut along the edge. A tip when you're cutting your backing is to make sure you have a steady hand on your ruler so that nothing's moving. I'm just going to finish cutting around our backing.